Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to my second episode in my series, Talk About It Tuesdays. If you want to have a feminine sounding voice, you have to focus your attention on pitch and resonance together. That's because if you're solely focusing on raising your pitch to sound feminine, and maybe you're even reaching that feminine pitch range, but you're not incorporating resonance, then the end result will likely be that you sound like a man speaking in a high voice. And that's not the goal, especially for the majority of you viewing this video. The goal is to be perceived as feminine or female. And to do that, you have to bring the focus of the tone of the voice up into the facial mask and the head so that you diminish the perception of those chestier sounds that we associate with a male voice. Maintaining a feminine resonance or tone is perhaps one of the most difficult aspects of gender affirming voice to master, but once you do it, and it's going to take some time, you can always access it and return to it quickly. So, as you work on these exercises, these resonance exercises, it's not enough that you hear your voice, you also need to feel the sensations that you produce in your body. So, how do we take this leap from simply speaking with a higher frequency or pitch so that you're actually perceived as feminine? We do it by adding intonational patterns, which we're going to discuss in later episodes, and we do it with the use of forward focus resonance. So that's the name of today's tip. Actually, is Forward Focus One, and again, the link to the infographic that you see here to my right is included below so that you can download it and reference the steps to this exercise when you're practicing at home. So let's go ahead and get started with step number one. Okay, so step number one, this is where you're going to determine your practice pitch range, either alto, tenor, or baritone. And if you're unsure where to begin, then I want you to start in the alto range. Even if you are someone who has a very low speaking register, most transgender women are able to do these exercises in the alto range. But if you do feel any vocal strain, then go down to the tenor range and start there. If that's too high for you, go to the baritones. But your starting point, if you are unsure, is going to be altos. Now, there's a link here at the bottom of the page where you can access an online piano. If you have a piano at home, you can certainly use that, or you can use an app on your phone. Okay, step number two is our warm up. And this is where we're going to sustain a bright E sound, as in the word eat, for as long as possible on the note. And for the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to demonstrate on where the alto should begin, which is a D4. Put my glasses on here because I can't see my keyboard. Okay, so D4 sounds like this. And you're going to do this twice. You're going to hold the note out as long as you can. And I want you to grab your phone and get out the stopwatch. And you're going to time yourself, because this is an exercise that ideally you should be practicing for, I believe it's 4 to 6 weeks is what's prescribed. And uh, you need to be indicating your progress over time. Okay. So again, that D4 note. Okay, and we're going to try to create a bright E sound and just hold it as long as you can. So it would sound like E. I sound a little wobbly today. But anyway, hold that out as long as you can. Do it 2 times. Let's go ahead and look at step number 3. Okay, so stretching. On the word, you have 3 choices here, either the word knoll, whoop, or doing a lip trill, which is like a raspberry. You're going to glide from the most comfortable low note to the highest note. The goal here is to feel the buzz in the lips and to do this without a voice break. However, if you do have a voice break, don't hesitate, keep going through the glide. just know that that is one of the goals you're trying to achieve, is to do the glide without a voice break. You're going to do the exercise 2 times. And if you choose to do the word knoll, then the sound you're going to sustain is the L sound, ol. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the first one on a lip trill. So remember, this is low to high. So it would be like, doing lip trills are actually really good because they force you to focus on establishing good breath support, because you really have to have good breath support in order to keep a continuous buzzing of the lips. Now, the second one I'll do on knoll. And again, the sound I'm going to sustain is the L sound. I'm trying to get a forward focus in the mask area, feeling a buzzing around the lips, around the gums, around the teeth. So it would sound something like this. Okay. So you're going to do that 2 times. And then we're going to move on to exercise step number 4. Here you're gliding from the most comfortable high note to the lowest note on, again, either knoll, whoop, or the lip trill, focusing on lip buzzing, no voice breaks if you can. And again, do that 2 times. So on the lip trill, it would be like, and on knoll, it would be like, okay. All right, on to step number 5, sustaining the notes. And here, this is where you're going to hold each of the 5 musical notes in your range. So for example, if you're doing the tenor's range, it would be E3, F3, G3, A3, and B3. You're going to hold each note as long as you can on the word old, but without the D sound. So it's really just ol and holding out that L sound. So for example, in the tenor range, starting on A3, you have, so it would sound like, oh. So I would do that note 2 times, okay? And then I would move up to the next note in that range. So again, for the alto range, it's B3. Oh. Okay, do that 2 times, etc., until you've done all 5 notes in the range twice. And again, you're going to record your timing for each one. So create yourself a little chart. Remember, in order to see change, you need to be committed to doing the exercises on a regular, consistent basis. You're going to practice these steps twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. And you should be practicing these exercises for 3 to 4 weeks before moving on to the forward focus 2 exercise. Okay, I hope that this has helped you to some extent. And if you are having any trouble with the exercise, don't hesitate to send me a message, and I'll see if I can answer some questions for you. And that's it for today. Until we meet again next Tuesday, I hope you have a wonderful week.